Very much. The floor is now open. The president of the Philippines, Ms. Arroyo, will take the floor, and then following her, the president of the Republic of Turkey will take the floor.
Señor Presidente, muchas gracias.
Mr. President, thank you very much.
The Philippines, like much of the world, pursues the universal dream of a better life for themselves and their children. Our pro-poor economic agenda has been at the center of our poverty alleviation efforts. Early on, we incorporated our commitments under the MDG in our administration's medium-term development plan. Thus, we committed ourselves to allocating the resources needed efficiently and effectively to all those areas. As a result, we have already made solid gains midway to 2015. At our rates of decline in extreme poverty and malnutrition, the 2015 MDG targets are expected to be met in our country. Yet, almost overnight, the significant gains we have made to alleviate hunger and poverty are under assault. The surge in the global prices of food and fuel have started to overwhelm the poorest among us. Against the backdrop of this turmoil, however, we still remain optimistic that the structural reforms we have made at home will allow us to overcome the external shocks from abroad. The Philippines will emerge from this challenge because we have pursued a deliberate strategy for greater national self-reliance. This includes diversifying our export markets so that today, China, including Hong Kong, has eclipsed the United States as our largest trading partner. It also includes greater use of geothermal, biofuels, and other renewables so that in our administration, we have increased our energy independence by 17%. It includes investing heavily in our own people to stimulate greater domestic demand. We have been working tirelessly to address challenges arising from the slowdown in the global economy combined with high oil and food prices. For now, we have succeeded in ensuring that our country's food supplies remain stable. But I am not here to fool myself or anyone else. I'm a realist, and we cannot do it alone. We need the help of developed countries more than ever. We call on donor nations to help developing nations meet their MDGs on time. In this regard, notamos con gratitud.
We note happily that Spain has allocated a high amount to the MDG fund. Thank you very much, Mr. President, for that.
A strong UN as never before. We need rigorous international cooperation and intervention as never before. We urge all countries to help in implementing the comprehensive framework of action launched by the UN High-Level Task Force on the Global Food Crisis. This framework involves the UN, donor countries, civil society, and the private sector in seeking food security through the right combination of policies, technologies, and investments. We are all in this boat together, rich and poor, developed and developing. Lives are deeply affected in Europe and North America by the economic turmoil too. No one is immune. But today I'm speaking in behalf of 85 million Filipinos and perhaps millions of our brothers and sisters from around the world who have been pushed closer to the edge. My friends, it is essential that we leave here this week firmly resolved to take action to stop the backsliding on poverty and hunger facing much of the world. We must always remember to put a face on poverty and a face on the poor. Their toll is our toll. But notwithstanding the strong headwinds of the global economy, we can make progress against hunger and poverty if we all stay together and help one another. Thank you.